Hi everyone, salut tout le monde. I'm Cecily. If you're new here, welcome. Today I'm going to be filming a very highly requested video. We're going to be filming a new episode of the series, The French You Won't Learn in Your Textbook. Textbooks usually tend to teach us the really formal things and things that we don't really use on a daily basis. As I lived in France for a few years myself and now help teach the French language, my ultimate goal is to show you guys how the French language is spoken on a day-to-day basis. You guys can kind of interpret these videos as a little behind the scenes of how the French language is naturally spoken. However, before we jump into that, I'm going to be making an exciting announcement. I have recently created my very own Ko-Fi page. If you aren't familiar with Ko-Fi, it is an amazing platform where you can support creators like myself in return for exclusive bonus video content. Depending on what membership you sign up for, you guys can support me for as little as $5 a month in return for an exclusive French You Won't Learn in Your Textbook video every single month, in addition to other resources and opportunities that will allow you to continue expanding your French knowledge and continue learning in a more authentic way. There are loads of different benefits available on my Ko-Fi page. I will also be holding monthly Q&A live streams all in French and live group calls with me in French, of course, so we can practice together. Lastly, all this bonus content is available only and exclusively to my Ko-Fi members, so don't forget to check out that link down below. Let's get right on into this video. Alright guys, today we're going to be going over words and phrases, but we're going to be starting off with the words. The very first French word that we're going to be learning today is the word sous. The word sous is a slang word for the word money. Sous sounds just like the word for under in French. Sous and sous. Depending on how familiar you are with the French language already, you understand that a lot of words in French sound exactly the same, but mean something completely different from one another. This is no exception. Sous can be interchangeable with the words argent, monnaie in French. Here are some examples so you guys can better understand what kind of context we use the word sous in. Malheureusement, j'ai pas assez de sous pour aller en vacances avec vous cette année. J'ai trouvé beaucoup de sous sous mon lit hier et regarde, je suis riche. J'ai pas de sous, regarde, mes poches, ils sont complètement vides. Alright guys, the second word that we're going to be learning today is the word Bobo. The reason I'm teaching you guys this one today is because I heard it all the time in Paris. And you're probably wondering, what's a Bobo? Bobo is actually the word for hipster in French. There are some differences between your typical hipster and what a Bobo is defined as, but the general definition of these two words are pretty much the same. It's actually really funny because in Paris there is like a specific neighborhood where all of the hipsters would just like chill, hang out. When I was living in Paris, I actually lived in the neighborhood where there was a lot of bobos. Here's some examples of how you can use the word. Non mais dans le 18e, tu peux trouver beaucoup de bobos, hein. Attends, tu penses que moi je suis un bobo? Mais non, pas du tout, je suis pas un bobo moi. The third word we're going to be learning today is the word bagnole. The word bagnole is pretty much a slang word for the word car. Voiture could be replaced for the word bagnole. They mean the same exact thing. You know how in English sometimes we can say funny words like whip for a car? This is pretty much the French equivalent of that. Ah oui mec, je t'ai pas dit, j'ai acheté une nouvelle bagnole la semaine passée. Tu as acheté une nouvelle bagnole et t'as même pas de sous? Tu vas aller dans le sud avec nous ce week-end? Comment je peux aller avec vous? J'ai pas une bagnole. Alright guys, next word is actually an acronym in French. And the acronym that I'm going to be teaching you guys today is BG. BG actually stands for beau gosse. And gosse is actually just another way to say guy or mec en français. So the definition of this word is handsome guy. Okay, just imagine you're with your friend, you're walking down the street and you see a really handsome guy and you like hit her with your elbow and you're like, regarde, c'est un BG. Obviously, this is a more playful acronym that you can just, throw around here and there. If you're referring to a beautiful girl, BG doesn't apply. This is only for guys. So just keep that in mind. Oh là là, mais c'est carrément un BG, hein, il est trop beau. Non mais arrête-toi, tu sais que t'es un BG. Okay guys, now we're going to be moving on to some phrases. These are everyday phrases that you're going to be using all the time, so let's get right on into it. The first phrase is un coup de cœur. Un coup de cœur can mean many different things. It can mean something that's your favorite, it can mean a crush, It can mean something that you have had love at first sight with. Mais j'ai eu un gros coup de cœur pour cet appartement. C'est hyper joli. Non, mais ces mecs que j'ai trouvés aux soirées hier, je crois que j'ai un coup de cœur. On a beaucoup de vêtements dans ces collections, mais aujourd'hui, on va vous montrer notre coup de cœur. Moving on to phrase number 2. It is ça vaut le coup. Ça vaut le coup is in question format right now, but it can be a statement or a question. Ça vaut le coup basically means, is it worth a shot? And you can be asking somebody, is it worth a shot? Or you can be telling somebody, oui, ça vaut le coup. It's worth a shot. For example, ça vaut le coup pour aller en Espagne même si je vais rester que 3 jours. J'ai un coup de cœur pour cette meuf. Allez, ça vaut le coup, va parler avec elle. Alright guys, third phrase is ça t'étente. Ça t'étente is pretty much the equivalent to are you down? When somebody's inviting you to go do something with them, it can be very, very likely that they can say something like ça t'étente. The direct translation would be does that tempt you? But it does mean something more similar to are you down? Il y a ces nouveaux restaurants juste à côté de chez moi. Ça t'étente de venir avec moi? Il y a une soirée chez Marco demain, ça t'étente? Bon, ça c'est tous les mots et phrases que je vais partager avec vous aujourd'hui. N'oubliez pas d'aller voir mon Ko-Fi page. Ça va m'aider beaucoup si vous me soutenez. If you guys want more content like this, please don't forget to go check out my Ko-Fi page that I mentioned earlier in this video. It will be linked down below. I cannot wait to see you guys all in my exclusive video content and maybe even in the group live calls. À bientôt!